Peter Parker has an internship. Exhibit B, Tony Stark. A Marvel fanfiction written on AO3 by It Could Be Bunnies _ or Them Aliens. The link for this fanfiction will be in the description box below, so I encourage you all to go check it out. What is the full name of DNA? Ding! Peter's enhanced reactions allowed him to hit the bell first. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Correct. Decathlon practice was going pretty well. Almost too well. Not a single question I've answered wrong so far. Brackets, MJ was almost pleased. And Flash hadn't made any comments towards Peter. Yet. He had, however, remarked several times about his dad's new business deal with Tony Stark. He also hadn't answered any questions, making Peter smile to himself a little. There was a reason that Flash was only the first alternate. As MJ cycled through the last questions, Peter found himself tensing up in apprehension. He wasn't sure if it was the fact that nothing bad had happened yet, or if it was the mysterious sixth sense he appeared to have developed. Brackets, he barely repressed a shudder as he remembered the name that his Aunt May had given it, his Peter Tingle. Peter was not impressed, although Tony Stark found it hilarious. Peter brightened upon remembering that he was headed to Stark Tower that afternoon. Messing around in the lab with Tony Stark was a perfect time to completely nerd out, being able to do whatever he wanted, with a literal genius and his tech, and sometimes the Avengers' own equipment, was practically Peter's idea of heaven. Peter was startled from his zone out when he heard the subtle vert of a phone vibrating, and realizing it was his, Peter slipped his phone out of his bag to see a message from Tony. Hey kid, picking you up instead of happy. I'm outside. Smiley face. His best friend, Ned, who got crazy excited over Peter having Tony Stark's number, even Peter himself couldn't believe it sometimes, started to whisper shout in his friend's ear. Dude, Tony Stark's picking you up? Dude, that's so awesome. Peter was more concerned with the emoticon Tony had used. Surely he knew the one without the nose was better. The more pressing concern, however, was that Flash appeared to have overheard Ned's comment. Come on, Leeds. You really believe what Parker says? Tony Stark? Yeah, and I've got Captain America over for dinner tonight. Peter's phone buzzed, and he saw another text from Tony that read, Bring your friends too if you want. Your friend Ted can help with that coding thing you needed doing, and from what you said, Scary MJ, TM, will get on fine with Pep. Peter replied after letting Ned and MJ know, who both texted their families to get permission. Mr. Stark, you can't trademark a nickname you made up for my friend's nickname, and his name is Ted, and Smiley Face beats Smiley Face with a nose any day. I'm a billionaire, Pete. I do what I want. Smiley Face with a nose. Suddenly, Peter found his phone being ripped out of his hands. God, Parker, how sad are you? Flash cowed, Peter's phone in his hands. Who have you got pretending to be Iron Man? What kind of stupid texts are these? Then MJ piped up. See, the thing is, Flash, you can get rid of stupid texts. However, unfortunately for you, you can't get rid of that face. Michelle, just don't, okay? Mr. Harrington said, amid uproarious laughter. And Flash, return Peter's phone, please. With an exaggerated eye roll and sigh and a huge smirk, he did so. Yeah, sure. But hey, Parker, if you're telling the truth, then that means Tony Stark's outside right now, yeah? Peter, along with everyone else in the room, picked up on the unsaid words. Flash, and anyone else who chose to, could easily follow him to confirm if he was lying or not. Peter, Mr. Harrington tried to say, but was interrupted. It's all right, Mr. Harrington. Let's go, I guess? And with that, the entire academic decathlon team trailed behind Peter, Ned, and MJ, with Mr. Harrington the only one left behind. As they slowly approached a clearly very expensive car, it began to sink in, for some of the group, that Peter might not be lying. As they neared closer, a window rolled down, revealing the face of Tony Stark, sunglasses and all. Hey, kiddo, what's with all these other people? It's Flash's fault, MJ said, pointing. Eugene Thompson, that is. He bullies Peter, who does nothing because, quote, I can take it, other people might not be able to. Flash doesn't believe in Peter's internship and has everyone thinking the same thing, and stole Peter's phone earlier today and decided he was going to follow him to prove that he's a liar. MJ! No, let the lady speak. So, you, guy with a weird nickname, you've been bullying my kid? Flash paled. Your kid? Might as well be. My own personal intern, too. See, I'd ban you for working at Stark Industries, like, ever, but Pete's too good for this world, and would probably object, even for you. Also, I wouldn't want you working somewhere like Hammer Place Tech instead. He grimaced. No, but somehow I don't think that business deal with your dad is going to work out. Oh, what a shame. Come on, people, let's go. MJ, Ned, and Peter stepped into the car, leaving the rest of the team all quiet until Abe spoke up. Somebody tell me that Pete doesn't have an internship? Peter doesn't have an internship? Ding! That is false.